tiny next to me.
Hi. Guys, by the way, Christina's not huge. I'm just tiny.
I'm not huge. I promise you.
She's
I am
normal.
An average.
I'm the one who's
size.
tiny, okay?
You are very petite.
I'm 5'2", I'm skinny, okay? Leave me alone.
Oh, well, hello and welcome
Hello.
to the very first Wine and Wine episode. As you can see, we've got our wine with us. We got a barefoot Moscato with us. One of my favorite type of white wines.
It's my favorite too.
It's always so good.
It's so sweet.
So Wine and Wine, if you guys didn't notice on our Instagram post and a previous YouTube announcement video that we did, is basically a place where you can send us any questions or comments or confessions or anything that you'd like. You can send it to us anonymously and we will provide comments.
Yep.
Right?
In a cozy little,
maybe we'll call it our sanctuary.
Yes, our sanctuary.
What we say here stays here.
Yeah.
A little cozy spot to confess and chat.
Yes.
And you guys can always send us comments and questions if you need advice to our email.
We'll put it below here.
We'll put it below. Or
it's tothereviewdiary@gmail.com.
Yes. Or Instagram private message. You can do that as well. And we won't share your name.
It's all anonymous.
We won't share your username. We won't do any of that. It'll just be a straight up anonymous question and answer type of video.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we are starting today's episode with drumroll.
What? Oh, you want me to read the first one?
Yeah. Okay, let's start.
Sorry. Okay, the first confession or thing is, I treat my pillow as a husband.
That's it?
That's it.
I treat my pillow as a husband. As a husband or as her husband?
Her husband. Or a husband. A husband.
Or a husband.
Yeah. I guess if you don't like sleeping alone at night.
I can understand it.
Yeah, that's a confession.
That is a confession. I can definitely understand it. You know, I guess it would be the equivalent of a child wanting to sleep with a teddy bear, right? You need something to just cozy up with, snuggle up to, make you feel like something or someone is there. So I can get it.
Yeah, I can get it. I can get it.
I don't really picture myself doing that. I don't do that. I just
Bro, I like sleeping alone.
Pass out. Yeah, I need space on my bed. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely understand it. Would I do it? Personally, no. Next inquiry.
Yes.
Our next message.
Hi, Christina and Kelly. I'm currently studying in clinical psychology and would like your advice. Currently, we're in finals and I can't seem to stop being anxious about them possibly kicking me out if I fail my tests. How could I relieve this anxiety? I need your advice.
Good old school anxiety. I guess you could probably start answering this because you're still in school. So
yeah, I'm doing a master's program, so I totally understand the pressures in wanting to finish and do well. So in my program, you need to get over a certain amount of grade average to stay in the program. So I definitely know the pressures. What helps me is knowing that everybody else in my class is kind of reaching for the same goal as me, and they're stressing. They're in the same boat. They're stressing with me. So if we're all failing, we're all drowning in the same boat. So at least you're not alone, you know? And then really my advice is just to do your best and try your best and hope for the best, because sometimes things are out of our control and reach. And it's really not worth stressing over it. Even me, the past few months have been so stressful because the adjustment of doing a higher program and it's completely different really stressed me out. But everything ended up for the best and because I tried my best, I guess. Yeah. I mean, if there's anything, well, there's two things I think that I've learned throughout the time that I was in school and even after I graduated. One thing is I noticed that if you think too much into the future, you get more anxious. You think of the what ifs, you know, the would have, could have, should have. There's no point to do that. You're just going to stress yourself out for no reason. Tomorrow is not guaranteed for you. So why are you going to stress yourself out about something
in the future, you know, if you don't even know if you're gonna make it, right? Like,
exactly.
It sounds a little morbid, but at the same time, I really try to make it a point now to live in the moment, live for this hour, you know, live for this minute. So if your final exams are in a month from now, stress about it in a month from now. Like, stress about it when the day comes, you know, then you can get a little anxious and a little worried. But you just do your best, right? Another thing that I've learned is that you shouldn't have expectations, right? Don't expect that you're going to fail, but at the same time, don't expect you're going to ace it. Just study, do your work, show up, and whatever happens, happens. You know, I really believe that things happen for a reason.
Me too.
If you're meant to pass, you're going to pass.
Yeah. Agreed.
Period.
Agreed.
You know, if that's what life has set for you, it'll happen. You know, try not to get anxious. Try to, it's always good to kind of create a little bit of a, I don't know, a sanctuary, a meditative space for you where you can kind of, you know, chill and bring yourself back down to earth, you know, because when you're anxious, thoughts are flying everywhere and you're getting, really stressed and you're putting yourself under a crazy amount of pressure that shouldn't be
worth
there.
it in the end.
No, everything in your head is a lot bigger than what it actually is.
Yes, listen to me, because it's always like that for me.
Yeah.
I make everything so much bigger than what I really think it is or what it actually is.
Yeah. So, I mean, at the end of the day, what's the worst case scenario? You fail an exam and have to rewrite it?
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
That's what I would say about that.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. This is more of like a whine.
Okay.
So he said that he or she, they don't like how libraries now are very loud and that he can
That
which
is
I agree with.
a first world problem.
I'm a student, so I got used to the fact that there is no quiet time ever, and but there are some libraries that do offer a quiet section, and if you do have that in
Quiet
your
rooms.
yeah, I would recommend doing that.
Yeah. But I mean, I get the frustration. You know, sometimes you don't want to study or work at home because there's always something going on, always someone yelling at someone, whatever. And the library is your escape because, you know that there's going to be quiet areas where you can just buckle down, sit and focus and get your work done. And if you're going there and you're running into the same problem that you might run into at home or in another public place, then what's the point of a library? Right? Like, it's supposed to be quiet.
Yeah, it is.
I understand that sometimes there are group meetings where you're working on a group project and you have to discuss things. Obviously, you're not going to sit there and like sign language to each other. But for people like that, there are specific designated rooms with doors that you can go into and close and have a conversation.
It's true.
I
think people are just ignorant and they don't give a shit.
Yeah, some people just don't give a crap, and that's unfortunate.
It is.
But I get the frustration.
I get it too.
Yeah.
So that's the end.
So
of our wine and wine.
Yes, that is about it for today's episode. If you guys have any confessions you want to make, or advice that you need,
confessions, advice, or wines,
or you just want to whine about something, you know,
send
vent.
it through.
If you want to vent about something, send it our way, and we will hopefully put it up in our next episode.
Whoa. All right.
So thanks for joining us.
Thanks. Cheers.
Cheers, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.